Ain't turning back. Now that I'm back on track, yeah. Take my word from it. Put a couple bands on it. And I don't plan on letting people turn me. No. You can say what you want. I'ma keep pressing on. I can't go pop that thing like I'm getting green right. Talking to my past like focus on my red lights. Cruising to my future now.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Of course.
I know I am ready to break the silence. So your favorite ladies are here on your screen, going to inform you and have great conversation throughout the hour. We are here with Angeli, Shaitia, and Francisca, and we are going to be breaking the silence on great topics today. So let us take a look at our first topic for today, the old school elegance. And when we think about elegance, we always think of this one woman, this one idea of what elegance is, right?
Yeah.
In our mind. But hold on to that idea.
Okay.
Hold on to the thought.
Okay.
Because we're going to dive more into that
We
during
can't
that
spoil
talk.
it for
Yes.
them.
No.
Okay.
Just keep
gonna
the
watch out for
idea in your mind about that woman. All
Okay.
right? And then we're going to be breaking the silence on the bravery of being soft. You heard that right. The bravery of being soft. As we do on Breaking the Silence.
She's like the bravery of being soft. So soft-spoken,
Yes.
so calm and collect. Because that's what your idea of a soft woman, right?
Well, we're going to be going more into what
More
that
details
means.
later
Okay,
on.
so the bravery of being soft. And are we ready for a little bit of competition?
Woo. Well, it's
know,
always
with these
welcome.
two,
It's
I'm
always
always
welcome,
excited.
you
But
know.
you've been winning a lot.
I know.
Finally.
2026 was for
Finally,
you.
yes.
Winning era. What can I say?
Exactly. So don't speak too soon because
I
you never know.
But you know what? I feel like with this game, it's not so much like us competing with each other, but I feel like it's us competing with the control
crew.
room.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the crew.
Yes.
Because I
Yes.
feel like they set us up every time with this
I
game.
know.
Yes.
But I believe that this game is going to be better this time. We're going to
Okay.
have a
I
fighting
hope
chance.
so.
And
I
if
hope
you
so.
know what we're talking about, then you already know. And if you don't know, well, then you're going to have to stay tuned to find out what it is that we are talking about. But if
Yep.
you know, you know. And we're going to be doing Pick Your Person. Okay, we're going to be celebrating certain people in our lives, shining light on them, and speaking about what they are to us.
Okay.
We all need that special person in our lives for different reasons, different phases in our life.
Yeah.
We need somebody, right?
Yes.
But ladies, I have to confess something.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I think my age might be showing.
Uh-oh. Don't confess it to the viewers.
I can be honest.
Your age,
talk
you're only
about
18.
I know. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, it's been
And we have
just
to
a few days.
embrace our young old age, right? I talk about that all the time on the show, so let me embrace it. So ladies, I had something in my mind and I was like, I need to go take care of this. Let me go do it now before I forget. Of course, before I forget, right? And as I'm walking into the room, I scan the room. And I'm like, what did I come in here for? What was it that I was gonna do? And I was
Very
like,
familiar.
I know this is not happening to me right now. I left the room and then I walked back in. And as soon as I walked back in, the idea came to my mind of why I went in there. Please tell me that has happened to
Very
you.
familiar.
Yes.
Many
Well, you
times.
see, it has nothing to do with age. Because when I was in high school, I used to work in my school's office, and they will send me to get stuff, and they will stick Post-it notes on me, like on my back or something, because I will go to the supply room. What did I come here for? And then so I will have the note, like pens, paper, this, uniform. So don't worry, you're not getting old.
I'm so glad. Thank you. Because I was very concerned.
Yeah, I always have to have my notes with me because, you know, if not, again, as you said.
When your mind is rushing, you're busy.
Right.
Yeah, and the worst thing was, as I said, let me go do this now before I forget. And it only took me a few steps for me to forget what I went into the room with.
But it's true. Yeah, it happens.
All right, well then I definitely feel much better. So we're gonna take a quick break and I'm gonna be able to compose myself and we'll see you on the next topic.
Here Hear from strong women who are crushing their goals, overcoming challenges, and living their best lives. You won't want to miss a single empowering minute. Stay tuned and join the movement.
Welcome to the beautiful islands of Hawaii. The Universal Church can be found all across the United States. In the heart of Oahu lies Honolulu, the vibrant capital of Hawaii. Home to the only royal palace in the United States and the historic USS Arizona Memorial at Pearl Harbor, Honolulu is where history and culture meet. Visit us at 1128 Smith Street, Honolulu, Hawaii, 96817. Just a short drive away is Waipahu. Waipahu is a lively and diverse community. You can find us at 94-307 Farrington Highway, Suite W1, Waipahu, Hawaii, 96797. And on the Big Island, discover Hilo, a tropical haven known for its lush rainforest. Visit our location at 750 Kanolahua Avenue, Suite 103, Hilo, Hawaii, 96720. From Honolulu to Waipahu and all the way to Hilo, wherever you are in Hawaii, you can find a Universal Church ready to welcome you. Did you know you can watch Living Faith Network completely free 24 hours a day using just a TV antenna? Here's how to find us on your television. First, make sure your antenna is connected to the back of your TV. Next, grab your remote and press the menu or settings button. Go to channels or broadcast settings. Then select auto scan, channel scan, or auto program. When it asks for a signal type, choose antenna or air, not cable. Now start the scan. This may take a few minutes, so please be patient. Once it's finished, use your remote to go through your channels. Look for Living Faith Network on channel 42.1. That's it. You're now ready to watch Living Faith Network. Faith-filled programming, available free, 24/7, right on your antenna TV. If you don't see channel 42.1, try running the scan again or adjusting your antenna position.
On Breaking the Silence, we aim to broaden your horizons on a variety of topics.
Understand that things happen, life happens, mistakes happen.
Beneficial advice you can use in your daily life.
For when you're mentally exhausted, it's a completely different thing.
Let's explore today's topic together on Breaking the Silence.
Do you still have that idea in your mind of what an elegant lady looks like and what elegance really means to you? You know, when I think about elegance, I think of that timeless lady that always has her hair done. She's always in the best outfits. You never see her in wrinkled clothing. You never see her hair out of place. Her nails are always done. Her house is always put together. She doesn't really have to speak, but it's just her presence that screams elegance. It just screams timeless. And that's what I think about when I think about elegance. But we're going to be talking about another side of elegance that isn't just about the outer appearance of a woman. So ladies, so elegance, as I said, I'm sure y'all all have that same kind of idea in your mind of this timeless elegance lady. We all know one or two people. But unfortunately, over time, we've been seeing less and less of the same timeless elegance that has been being passed down from generation to generation. But outside of just the outfits and what the person looks like, there's like little things that were like, that made the person, right? So one thing that came to my mind when I was thinking about this was back in the day, if you just moved into a neighborhood, you would always have that really like kind neighbor that would make some food, welcome you to the neighborhood, want to get to know you, want to make you feel welcomed into the neighborhood. And so that was so like inviting and welcoming. You felt like you were part of this new family that you moved into. Nowadays, if somebody comes knocking on your door and you just moved in and then they have food for you, you're like, are they trying to poison me?
Yeah,
like, what's their angle?
You won't even open the door.
No, turn off all the lights, kids be quiet, we're not home, yet all the cars are in the driveway. You know, and so these kind of things were like elegance. It's like caring, warm. You know, you can feel like the person genuinely cares about you and is happy that you are there. Or even like handwritten notes. I remember I used to get these a lot. Handwritten notes, like from my mom when I was little and stuff. And like we lose the essence of what handwritten letters mean nowadays, because there's so much more meaning that goes behind a handwritten letter. A lot of the times the person sits down, they have to think about what they're going to say. It's intentional. Nowadays, we see people like getting onto chat or getting onto some kind of AI, just saying, hey, send me a quick message. Let me copy and paste it and send the message. But it's so cold. Everything is done electronically. It doesn't have the same kind of meaning, care, you know, that a handwritten letter.
And I think also with the handwritten notes, it's like that person really took the time to work on their penmanship. Because a lot of, especially nowadays, the children don't even learn how to use cursive at all. Even they can't write it, let alone read it. You know, so it's like when you will get that handwritten note, you will look and be like, wow, this is so beautiful. I can't believe that someone actually did this by hand instead of like just printing it out or doing it on the computer, but you saw that they really did invest in it. And also with manners, because a lot of things, as you said, a lot of stuff are electronic, and people, they don't have manners anymore. Like they don't know how to speak with people. They don't have social skills. You know, you just see them always on their phone, their head down. Even walking down the street, their head is down. Driving the car, red light, their head is down. They're on their phone. So it's like there's no more someone opening the door for you and you're saying like, oh, wow, thank you. I appreciate it. Or even a simple thank you. A lot of times people feel like obligated, like, oh, you have to do this for me. Like, no, I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. Like, I didn't have to stay here to do this. I didn't have to say thank you. I didn't have to do this for you. So when you have that manners, you make a person feel welcome, and you also let the person know that they are appreciated, because thank you goes a long way. Imagine how many times a day someone does something and then no one says thank you. In the back of their mind, they're going to be like, man, I'm not going to do this no more. Like, they start to feel discouraged. They start to feel like the other people. So when you have that manners, you have that grace, that elegance, where people are like, wow, she's different. Like, she said thank you. That's different. A lot of people don't do that anymore.
Yeah, because like a lot of people nowadays in this time and age, when you receive that kind of compliment, when you receive those kind of like, you know, manners, it's like, oh no, I don't live in those outdated rules anymore. We're in a new era. We're in a new generation. You know, kids or children, they're raised different this time. But then there is something with, it's not even about outdated rules. It's not even about, you know, traditions. It's not even about that, but it's about intentional living. Because when you have those manners, when you write those handwritten notes, when you actually bring back traditions like eating together as a family, it's intentional. You're just not doing it because you have to follow the rules from the past or just trying to have like those elegance to come back today. No, you're intentionally wanting to have a dinner with your family. You want to have time with your family. You want to be appreciated and receive the same as well when you have manners. When you write handwritten notes, it's because you want to tell the person that yes, they're appreciated, they're seen, they're heard. It's not about something that you're following a rule book, you know, or a manual. It's being intentional. And I think because when we think about elegance, as you've mentioned, it's just the outside that we think about, the elegance. But more than that is the behavior of the person, how she looks at life. You know, sometimes we tend to kind of like not slow down anymore. We're always rushing. And yeah, in a society nowadays, it's always like, hey, 1 and then 2 and then 3. We're just like not, you know, intentional of what we're doing. We're just doing it just because we need to do it. We need to get it done. But when we're intentional, I think that's when elegance is like updated, is like an upgraded version, because it's not just how you look, but how you do things.
And I think that the elegance is also, as we're going to talk about later on in the show, it's about being soft, right? But there's a lot of strength that comes with being soft, just like there's a lot that comes with elegance. It's not about being loud, but it's about being, as you said, intentional. It's about being thoughtful. It's about being warm. It's about loving the other person. It's about feeling the needs of the other person and being willing to be there and helping them and nurturing them. So the elegance, there's a lot of really good old school things that we can take from that we should be applying to our lives today. So if there is some old school habits, some old school way of being that you really enjoy, that you would like to see come back, we would love to hear from you. So voice your opinion there on our Instagram page so that we can hear from you, and maybe we'll discuss some of the points that you send to us. On that note, we're going to take a break and be right back.
From the pages of the Bible, an epic story of faith and destiny. The Promised Land. Joshua leads the 12 tribes of Israel.
Those who choose not to follow orders will be considered traitors.
Conquering kingdoms, facing betrayal.
Well, I believe that you would be a great leader, but I was wrong.
And fighting impossible battles. Love, intrigue, war, and miracles. A drama like no other. Experience timeless lessons.
He answered me.
And the power of true faith.
I come to you and I humbly beg of you for aid.
The Promised Land, only on LFN. Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Tune in and be inspired.
Why?
Why take a chance? Why risk a mistake? Why say something? We all have reasons why we choose to ignore the things that give us pause, that seem out of place, that don't feel right. The word why can either paralyze us or empower us to stand up and protect what we love.
So if you see something, why do you say something?
I see say for my friends.
I see say for their future.
I see say for my entire school.
I see say because if I don't, who will?
I see say because all this matters.
We all have something worth protecting, a why that unifies this community we are all a part of. So protect your everyday. Report suspicious activity to local authorities. If you see something, say something.
From overcoming challenges to embracing triumphs, get ready for laughter, inspiration, and the unbreakable spirit of women. Breaking the silence, it's your time to shine. Begins now.
Hopefully we will shine in this game.
I believe in us.
I'm glad you do.
Okay.
I believe in that the pictures will match with the phrase.
I know. So hopefully we get it.
Everyday saying. So
All
picture this phrase.
Okay.
Okay, you got it in your mind?
I got it.
Guess so.
All right. So let us see our first one.
This is an everyday phrase?
Do we get a hint?
What is the hint?
Do we get a hint?
I think I got it.
All right, we ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3,
so.
2,
1.
Good vibes.
Oh, good days.
I put good vibes. Good
vibes only.
I feel like we should get that.
You should get that one.
Hey, I put good days, so that means I got it.
That was a little close, right?
Yeah.
We're doing good.
You got that pretty fast.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see.
Do you say that all the
next
time?
one.
Oh. Is it saying? I don't know.
Angelique's still loading. Her brain is still downloading today.
All right, ready?
Yes.
3, 2. Mealtime.
Lunch break. Lunch break time.
Put lunchtime.
Lunchtime. Okay,
Okay.
I got that too.
There we go.
The 12 o'clock
Okay, you
was
better put
what
that to
got
me,
me.
okay? You better put that.
The noon.
You better give me a point. Lunchtime.
Okay.
All right.
On
Let's
to the
see the
next
next
one.
one. Hold on. Okay, I think I got this.
Okay.
Okay, we ready?
3,
3, 2, 1.
Bright
Bright idea.
Oh, I put great idea.
Bright idea.
Bright
Hey, I got the idea, all right?
You got the idea.
You got the
right?
idea. Yeah. Hint, Angelique, the light bulb.
I know, that's why, like, oh, that was great. Right? It's great. It's a great idea.
You were on the right track. You just kind of slipped off.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
So,
all right.
next
Okay.
one. I think I'm gonna need a hint for this one.
Wow.
No hint. I can't have a hint.
Mercy.
Wow, so nice, Prue.
My goodness.
Because I have something in mind, but I don't know if this is right.
I don't know. This is not a phrase.
I know it's not. Oh my goodness. That's what I. Oh.
Okay, I don't know if I got this one. I don't think I got this one.
Get on! It's time to show your cards.
Go,
Hold on.
Let's go.
This is probably wrong, but I'm okay with it.
All right.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on, wait. Let me change my last word. Ready? 3, 2.
Oh.
Ready?
1, go.
I put participation trophy.
I put winner.
I was gonna put winner.
Victory wins. Small victory wins.
I was
Celebrate the
wins.
wins.
Okay.
I was
Okay,
like,
I got the
winner,
wins.
winner, chicken dinner.
I was gonna put winner at first, but then I was
Winner.
like, that looks like a participation trophy. Like, you get a prize just for participating.
What? Where is that?
Yeah, that's what they do all the time nowadays.
Wow, everybody gets a trophy.
Everybody is a
gets
winner.
Wow,
Yes.
so what's the point of competition? All right, okay, let's go.
Maybe we should go by that here on Breaking the Silence. We're all winners.
All right.
Even when we cheat.
I don't know about
I don't
that.
cheat.
No, I don't either. I can't
All right,
relate
we
to
ready?
that.
Right?
I can't.
Well, if you know who we're talking about, you already
Yeah.
know.
If you know, you know. Okay.
Yes.
Next.
All right, let's see our next one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I hope this is right.
Me too.
All right.
I don't know.
Ready? 3, 2, bedtime.
Bedtime.
Good night, sleep. Sleep on
Sleep
it.
on it.
Okay, that was a curveball.
Yeah.
Sleep
Oh.
on it.
Okay.
Okay.
I was thinking that too because of the
Sleep on it. I don't.
Because of
like he's
girl
okay.
Sleeping on studying.
Girl, you better sleep on it.
All right, let's see the next one.
I think this is it. It's a long. I mean, I got something long.
Me too.
Okay.
3, 2.
Ready.
Okay. Walk a mile in my shoes.
That's what I put.
I put running errands.
Running
What is
errands.
it?
Walking
Walking path.
Walk a mile in my because she. I don't. Okay. All right. That's.
We was on the same wavelength.
We were there.
You got.
We were there.
Okay, we got a few.
We were
one more.
there.
We got one more. This is tough.
This is not
these are-
easy.
What is that? I don't know.
I've heard this phrase before, so I'm hoping it's this.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I have
You want
no.
a hint?
Yes.
Are
No.
you gonna give us a hint?
Yeah. What is the hint? At least can they give us a hint? What
Hold
is
on,
the
wait.
hint? I don't know. What is that? A paper? Paper?
Okay, I got it.
What is that?
Well, I have my answer. Hopefully my answer's correct.
I don't know. Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, show your chords.
3, 2.
I don't
Way
know.
to my heart.
I put roll map to my heart.
What is it?
Follow your heart.
Oh.
All right,
That's
so
it.
let's see who the winner of the chicken dinner.
Who's the winner of the
is.
chicken dinner? Oh, okay. Yeah. We're not so happy because I don't know why.
You see, they don't support
No, because it's like it was so
I'm
hard.
happy for you,
I'm
but I
happy
guess I'm just still shocked over the game and the
Yeah, it's a,
phrase.
which one did you get? Which one did you get?
It was a lot.
She didn't get anything.
This time.
Oh yeah, she got one.
I think she got 2.
Oh, you got
I
two.
got like 4,
Or 3.
y'all.
What?
4. I don't know
No,
what
you,
that 4
you
is.
didn't get like 4. Okay, you got like maybe.
Our viewers at home was keeping count, and they
No,
know
she
how
didn't
much
get
I
4.
got.
Yeah, they're saying that I won, so I don't know.
All right.
That's what
Okay.
you say.
It's
Well,
not.
I hope that the viewers actually are the winners.
I hope so.
And that they did much better at
Yeah.
this game than we did because this
We were-
again
we were-
was
it was
a little
tough.
bit of a struggle.
You were struggling.
struggle. All right, so let us get our minds back together. Get ready to dive into our next topic about the bravery of being soft. So stay tuned.
Hi, Bishop. This is James. I've been struggling to sleep lately. Please pray for me.
Hi, it's Brandon from Tennessee. I can't take it anymore. My life keeps getting worse. Please pray for me.
My name is Jane. I watch you on my 9. I believe that God can heal me. Please pray for me. I feel like my days are just passing me by. I don't know where to go from here. Please pray for me.
Hi, it's Katie. I need prayer. My husband hasn't been feeling well. The doctors say it's nothing, but he hasn't eaten for days now. We are here for you. Our helpline is 24/7. Text us at 1-888-312-4141.
Please welcome tonight's presentation of What I Want to Do
When I Grow Up.
When I grow up.
I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck.
I don't want to cry when paying the bills.
When I grow up.
I don't want to be turned down for a business loan.
I don't want to borrow a lot for an education.
And then not know what to do with it.
When I grow up, I don't want to be paid less, Told I'm underqualified.
Or overqualified.
When I grow up.
When I grow up.
I want to know how to save for my future.
Find a job I like. And start my own business.
When I grow up.
I want to know how to provide for my family.
Invest in my community and make a difference.
When I grow up. When I grow up.
When I grow up.
When I grow up. I just want things to be different.
At Junior Achievement, we promote economic empowerment through education, but we can't do it alone.
On Breaking the Silence, we aim to broaden your horizons on a variety of topics.
I don't care who you are, fair is fair.
Beneficial advice you can use in your daily life.
You have to maximize, retirement.
Let's explore today's topic together on Breaking the Silence.
Nowadays, there's a lot of expectation on women on how we should conduct ourselves, how we should handle ourselves, how we should be perceived by others in different situations, whether at the house, at work, out with your friends. It is not the same as it used to be. And nowadays people say you have to be tough, you have to be crude, you have to be loud, you have to be pushy, you have to be, you have to take up space in the room that you're in because you deserve to be there, because we fought for women to be where they are today, and you need to stand in that strength, and you need to be loud and to be seen. But is that really what women need to be doing? Is that really how women need to be conducting ourselves just because we feel like that is what society has been telling us that we need to be? Or should we be as we were before, soft, poised, having it together, controlling our emotions, controlling our tongue, not being the loudest one in the room, but yet everybody can feel our presence. Everybody knows that we are there. So that is what we're going to be talking about today in this topic, is the bravery of being soft. So ladies, I think that we have really kind of steered away from what women should be. We shouldn't be this loud, arrogant person who wants to pick fights with every person that looks at us wrong, who is always trying to prove their worth or trying to prove that they're confident or that they're capable or that they're able of doing something or that they can do everything on their own. I think we feel that way just because we have fought so much for women's rights and that women should have a place at the table. We should have a place at the table. We do have a place at the table. But we also don't need to match the energy that I think that we bring across sometimes. And so even doing research for this topic, I ran across a lot of videos that were saying, and articles that were saying, don't be soft. Be a strong, bold woman. Don't be soft. Stop being soft. Everything that I was seeing was saying the same thing. And I was thinking but why? Because then when I started doing more research as to what it means to be soft, it doesn't mean for you to be a pushover. It doesn't mean for you to be weak. It doesn't mean that you're not confident or that you're not capable or that you're not able. Actually, it means the opposite. Being soft is being secure in who you are, confident in who you are, not allowing your emotions to take the best of you, knowing that you can be in a room and be in the corner and yet know that your worth is within you and that you're able to bring things to the table and you don't have to be the loudest one pushing your way through, right?
Yeah, and I think you hit the hammer on the nail when you said not to allow your emotions to take charge of you. Because a lot of times when women are young, when we're little girls, it's like you're told, don't cry, you're a big girl, suck it up, don't cry, don't let them see you cry. And so it's like you're kind of trained to not even process your emotions. So in order for your emotions not to get the best of you, you have to be able to work through them. You have to be able to process them. And in order for you to process them, you need to know what emotions you're feeling at that time. And because women are more emotional than men, what happens is a lot of times they're there, let's say, a woman can't be a boss because she's emotional, she doesn't think straight, she has this, so we need a male. And then that's where that woman is like, well, I'm not going to be emotional, so I can prove to them that I can be a boss, or I'm not going to get the emotions, let it get the best of me. But at the end of the day, when you don't process that, when you don't give yourself that grace, that sympathy, then it's like you're gonna build it up inside of you, and eventually you're gonna have a meltdown or you're gonna have burnout. Something is gonna happen because why? You're not releasing those emotions in the right way. And also the way you treat yourself, the empathy that you have for yourself, if you're soft on yourself, if you're kind to yourself, then you're gonna be able to pass it on to the next person. A lot of times, let's say you go through something and you're strong and you can handle it. And then Francisca comes to me and be like, oh, I'm going through this. And in my mind, I'm like, suck it up, girl. Like, it's life. Like, get it together. Like, it's not a big deal. Because for me, it's not a big deal. But for her, it is. So when I'm soft, I have that empathy for her and be like, you know what? Maybe I can handle this, but she can't. So let me give her advice that's going to help her, that's going to motivate her rather than putting her down, because the way you react to it will put the person down, and that person will end up feeling so much worse about themselves, and they won't come to you for help when they need it again.
And plus, we're kind of, when we're doing that, when we're forgetting soft, we're forgetting who we are, like how we're built. We're built with, for example, an instinct, like a mother instinct. So that means we're built to care more than, others, right? We're built to care more, see the details, be more empathic, be compassionate, be kind. So when we're telling ourselves, let us be strong, do not be soft, do not show your weakness, do not show this, that you can be the same position as others, this is what you're going to bring to the table. Imagine a room full of people and you are actually imitating the same pattern. You're not the one standing out, but you do have something to offer, which is not everybody has, that being genuine, being soft in a way that you care. You see the details. You become compassionate, as you've mentioned. You understand where people are coming from, the perspective, because our minds as women, we see things differently, right? We have different perspective, and that's what we bring to the table. But sometimes because we are so on, I have to be strong, I cannot allow emotions to take over. So we tend to kind of like brush that off instead of focusing on that. This perspective is something that I can bring a fresh new idea, right? A fresh new perspective. But because I'm following this pattern, because society says we have to be strong, we have to fight for these rights, so I'm going to forget that side of me as a woman, so you tend to toughen up. You forget about boundaries because, hey, you need to take care of yourself. So there are times that you don't need to just always, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Sometimes you tell yourself, no, it's okay to take a break. It's okay to be balanced. It's okay to take my time because the way I process things is different from someone else. So you can be strong and gentle at the same time. But most of us, we think it in a way that, no, I just only have to be strong. I cannot be gentle because or else they're going to see a crack and that's going to be a weakness.
Exactly. And it's really important. I mean, the emotional side of things is also to be like self-aware, to understand yourself on a deeper level, because you cannot be like a soft, confident person without being aware of yourself, without being aware of your emotions. As you said, when you feel an emotion, you may feel anger. You may be triggered by something. It is not for you to just kind of like sweep it under the rug and ignore it and hope it goes away because, like you said, you have to be tough. You have to put yourself out there. No, but it's to feel those emotions at the right moment. Like if you're in the meeting with your boss, you don't want to feel those emotions. If he upsets you or she upsets you, you don't want to like start screaming and yelling at your children because they have, you've told them 100 times to do something and they're not doing it. It's all about finding the right time to like vent, let out your feelings, let out your emotions, go cry in the corner for 5 minutes, gather yourself up, go to the gym and work out. It's a great way for you to kind of just let out a lot of the frustrations. But it's also for you to understand what is triggering you and why you're being triggered, why you feel the need to react this way in certain situations. Because once you get a control over your feelings and over your emotions, you're going to feel a lot more confident in yourself in any situation, because now you're going to understand yourself better. You're going to understand what makes you triggered and what doesn't. And then you're going to be feeling more secure with yourself. So next time you're triggered by somebody, by a situation, by a word, by a look, by a reaction, stop, breathe. Take a moment before you react and think about the situation. And always stop and think like, well, maybe this person, and always try and think of that person in that situation with good eyes. Like, is this person, maybe they need to hurry up and get somewhere if they cut you off. Stop and pause before you react and think about, well, how is this going to affect me? Why am I reacting this way? Why am I feeling this way? And get to the understanding of that so that you can be able to control your emotions instead of your emotions controlling you. All right, so stay tuned because we're going to be coming up with our next segment, Pick Your Person.
Your voice, breaking the silence.
When you hear soul food, you probably think of this. A rich, home-cooked meal that fills your belly and warms your heart. But what about the hunger no meal can satisfy? The hunger for peace, purpose, love and joy? Introducing the Soul Food Podcast, a faith-based show designed to nourish your spirit.
Redo your life, your family, your marriage. From ashes, He can give you a new life.
With over 200 inspiring episodes streamed across the globe, you'll find stories of hope, encouragement, and transformation.
Today, my life is a life that I could not have imagined. A lot of people, they go to church the first time or for a few months because they want a blessing. But the biggest blessing is the Holy Spirit.
Listen anytime, anywhere on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and more. Engage with polls, share your thoughts, and be part of something bigger. Don't miss the food that lasts forever. Tune in to the Soul Food Podcast today. And feed what truly matters, your soul.
There are a lot of words I would use to describe my daughter. Kind, strong, hilarious. When I think about how much she's experienced in her life, we can't help but be inspired by her every day. So really, we are the lucky ones. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
Let's continue the power of connection. Breaking the silence, where women come together to uplift, support, and celebrate each other. Your journey continues right here.
And we are going to continue to celebrate special people in our lives, what they mean to us, and how they have really held it down for us in so many different seasons and issues and problems that we are going through. So we are going to pick our person.
Okay.
All right. So how it's going
right.
to be is we're going to give one little scenario of this person, and then you're going to name who that person is and why they are. You can share an anecdote, you can share a story, and anything. And just kind of give us a little bit of explanation as to why you are picking that person. You don't have to say the name, but you do need to say like the title of who they are in your life.
All right.
All right. So the first one is my anchor. So who's the person who keeps your feet on the ground when everything feels shaky?
I already have an answer. Yeah, I already have an answer. But for me, it's not really like a physical person, but for me, it's God. Really, like when everything is unstable, everything feels shaky, as it says here. It's just, for me, he's my anchor. I don't think there's any explanation for that. Yeah.
For me, it's my husband. Like, he really gets me. Like, we're opposites, so it's obviously, you know. But he really gets me. He sees when I'm, like, going off the deep end, and he'll be like, let's go, come back. And, you know, even just a hug. Like, after a long day, even just a hug, I'll just feel, like, relaxed. So, yeah, my husband.
Oh. So I would say that my anchor I think I would be myself, because you know, you can have people in your lives that are going to anchor you, that are going to support you, that are going to be there for you. But what happens when those people are not around? What happens when you're by yourself and you're having a bad moment? You have to be able to know how to anchor yourself, control yourself, and calm yourself down. I've been in so many situations where I've wanted to react in a negative way, but I had to like calm myself, be like, no, center yourself. This is not worth it. This is not worth what is going to happen if you react in a different way. So I always have to be my own anchor. Okay.
Right. So number 2 is my day one energy. The person who has been there since the beginning and still rides for you. So this one for me is my older sister, and she's literally been there since the first day I was born. When growing up, my mom will always tell me, friends will come and go, but your sister will always be there. So we literally grew up as best friends. Even yesterday, we haven't spoken all week, and she was like, I haven't spoken to you. What's going on? You need to call me. Like, even if we don't go, like, we go days without talking, she's like, you need to call me. Like, we need to call each other. We need to check. So we're really close.
Okay.
What about you?
For me, it's my dad. Because, again, literally as well. But no, because I grew up with my dad for some time in my life as well. And you know, when you're like, you have like those seasons, there's moments, he's always been very calm. So whenever I talk to him, he's just like, okay, like I'll bring you to this, right? Like what's going on? So he still shows up. We're not physically like, you know, like distance, but whenever I talk to him, he's just showing up every single time. And I really, really love that for him. Like having that support from him is really something that he's really my day one. So, yeah.
So mine would have to be my mom. She's been my ride or die ever since, well, the beginning.
Yeah. Everyone basically.
Longer than she wasn't, but she's been my ride or die no matter the low of the lowest and the highs of the highest. She's always been my rock. She's always been the one that has been my cheerleader to support me, to remind me of who I am. Even when like I couldn't believe what she was saying, she was always there. She never gave up on me when otherwise maybe other people had. So she's always been my number one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So our next one, my peace reminder, the one who helps you breathe, reset, and remember what really matters. Okay. So my peace reminder is my husband. So when I would always go to him and say, hey, like this is going on. And he's like, it's going to be okay. Just breathe, you know, think. And then sometimes when I'm so overwhelmed, should I say this? Should I say that? Do I do this? Do I do that? Like, okay, think, calm down. And then he would like basically talk me through it. So he's the one that, you know, gives that calm for me. Yeah. So
that's good.
You know, I had to learn to be my own peace reminder because, again, like you were saying, sometimes you don't always have that person by your side. And if you can't remind yourself, if you can't be like, you know what, it'll be okay, just breathe, stop, you know, calm down, it'll be okay, then it's like you're always going to be overwhelmed. So for me, I had to learn to be that peace reminder for myself to just be like, it's okay, I got this, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
So for me, it would be one of my friends. She always has a way of kind of like calming me down. I'll call her and I'll vent to her about whatever it is that I'm dealing with, and she kind of brings me back down to reality and kind of like, it's okay, and helps me to like maybe see a different perspective, but also just kind of centers me, like brings, like I'll be on 10 and she'll bring me right back down. And so I really appreciate and value that in our friendship.
Okay.
So if you have somebody that you would like to celebrate, you have that special person in your life, we would love to hear from you. So send us a text message or leave us your comment there on our Instagram page so that we can celebrate the person that is special in your life, that has held it down, that has been your anchor, that is your peacemaker. Whatever the person is that is in your life but holds a special place, we would love to hear from you. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
What am I doing with my life? I was supposed to already be in my apartment and own my luxury car.
You may feel like you haven't accomplished much lately, But every small win deserves to be celebrated, no matter how small. Making it to work on time. Getting out of bed. Washing the dishes. These aren't just tasks. They're victories. Progress is happening one step at a time. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. Don't overlook the little things. They're proof you haven't given up. Today, we're celebrating you and your small wins. We see you. Keep going.
Loving the show? Let's keep the good vibes going. Follow us on Instagram for show clips and behind-the-scenes fun. Be part of the conversation. Join us today.
Well, ladies, I really enjoyed our conversation today. It was such a great and eye-opening conversation, and we really need to be able to bring back some of the things from back in the day because they were classic, they were timeless, like they showed the warmth and the love that so many people used to have back in the day, and I feel like we've lost so much of that. Everybody is in their own world, is consumed by the things that are just only affecting them, and we never stop to care about our neighbors. We never stop to think about like what other people need, or even just how our demeanor or how the way that we speak or the way that we carry ourselves, how that is affecting people. And then we really need to stop and think about those things. And you know, comparing the two, right? We're talking about elegance in the first topic and how important that is, and just kind of like the characteristics of the people that we would think of as elegant, the things that they would do. They would go out of their way to help other people. But even so, they were also very poised. They were able to hold their emotions. They were able to, you never saw people that you would think of elegant as yelling at people and flying off the handle and being loud. You know, and that's the same thing with being soft. Being soft is not being weak. Being soft is also being elegant. So maybe, you know, those that are soft are actually those that are elegant in our now, you know, in today's age.
And I was thinking, you know, that's what made a woman, you know, made her special. Because a lot of times nowadays, women want to be the same as men, but we're not the same as men. And once you start embracing those changes within yourself, like, you know what, I'm not the same as a man. I have my strengths and I have my weaknesses the same way a man has their strength and their weaknesses. Then it's like you'll see that elegance come back. You see that softness come back because it's like I'm not trying to be something that I'm not ever supposed to be. We're not supposed to be like men. That's why we're different than them. So it's like once we have that elegance, we're gonna have that value, and the people in our lives are gonna start to be like, you know what? Yeah, like my mom is different, or my sister is different. Like my wife, you know, she's so elegant, and they will brag about you rather than being like, oh, she's just trying to be like me. You know, you'll have that balance within yourself.
And plus when you're intentional, you make it like the surrounding a little bit more better because you know that you're doing something not just because you have to do it, just because you have to be strong, just because you have to do this. Oh, okay, it's my neighbor, I have to do that. No, you're intentional, you're being genuine. And I think that's one of the most important things of being soft. You're genuine. You're just not showing, okay, you know, I do this because I have to, you know, because being strong is like that. Okay, I can take care of everything. I can do it, you know, you don't need to ask for anybody for help because I can do it. But when you're genuine, when you're sincere, when you are intentional with what, it may sometimes, you know, hurt others because you're putting up boundaries, but you are allowing yourself to have that balance. And again, that elegance, as you've mentioned, we see a lot of things like behaviorally speaking, it's not really something that you have to be there in the front or you have, but when you're intentional with your actions and how you're able to, it's like natural. You just naturally just flow without forcing it to.
Yeah, and I think when you were speaking, when both of y'all were speaking, I was thinking like when people think of soft, it just has a bad connotation in our mind. But we need to change that perspective. We need to change that narrative of what being soft is. And this show has shown exactly that being soft is a strength and not a weakness. So we want you to go ahead and scan that QR code. It's going to take you there to our Instagram page. That is where you can leave us your comments for the show. If you have somebody that you want to celebrate, you can leave your comments there. As well as if you would like to be a guest on our show, you can leave in your information and we'll have somebody reach back out to you. But we really enjoyed today's show. It's gone by so fast, so quick. Great conversation, always does. But on that note, we're going to see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.